Have you ever wondered about the place on Earth where over 800 languages coexist? Welcome to Papua New Guinea. Nestled in the southwestern Pacific, this island nation is a gem waiting to be discovered. As one of the world's least explored lands, it's brimming with cultural diversity and natural beauty. The capital, Port Moresby, is a bustling hub that offers a glimpse into the country's vibrant mix of traditional and modern life. Papua New Guinea, often simply referred to as PNG, lies just north of Australia, its close proximity belying the vast differences between the two. PNG is unique in its position, an island nation sitting on the edge of the Pacific, straddling the line between Asia and Oceania. It's a melting pot of cultures, a place that speaks volumes about the richness of human diversity. Now that we've landed on this fascinating island, let's journey back in time. Imagine a world dating back almost 50,000 years ago. Welcome to the ancient land of Papua New Guinea, a place where time seems to have stood still, preserving a rich history of human habitation that spans tens of thousands of years. The first settlers in this land were the Papuans, a group of people who ventured into the unknown and made Papua New Guinea their home. These early inhabitants lived in harmony with nature, relying on the land and sea for survival. They crafted tools from stone, bone, and wood, and left behind a legacy that echoes in the culture of modern Papua New Guinea. As centuries turned into millennia, the Papuans witnessed the arrival of a new wave of settlers, the Austronesian people. These seafaring folk brought with them advanced technologies, including pottery and farming techniques, which revolutionized life on the island. One of the most fascinating periods in Papua New Guinea's early history was the emergence of the Lapita culture around 3,000 years ago. Known for their intricate pottery designs, the Lapita people are believed to have played a significant role in the spread of the Austronesian languages and culture across the Pacific. The Lapita culture marked the beginning of an agricultural revolution in Papua New Guinea. The people began to cultivate crops like taro, bananas, and sugarcane. This shift from a hunter-gatherer lifestyle to farming not only led to an increase in population, but also paved the way for the development of complex societies. However, despite the significant changes brought about by the agricultural revolution, the people of Papua New Guinea retained a deep connection with their land. To this day, the majority of the population lives in rural areas, maintaining traditions that have been passed down through generations. From ancient settlers to a land of discovery, our journey continues. As we delve deeper into the history of Papua New Guinea, we'll uncover stories of exploration, colonial rule, and the road to independence. But for now, let's pause and appreciate the resilience and ingenuity of the people who first called this ancient land home. In the 16th century, a new chapter unfolded as European explorers set foot on Papua New Guinea. Imagine being a European explorer during the Great Age of Discovery. The world was a vast, uncharted wilderness, full of mystery and potential. The thrill of discovery was intoxicating, the promises of new lands, new people, and new cultures irresistible. This was the world Portuguese explorer Jorge de Menezes stepped into when he became the first European to set foot on Papua New Guinea in 1526. He was struck by the island's beauty, its lush landscape teeming with life, its people vibrant and unique in their customs and practices. He named the island Ilhas dos Papuas, inspired by the Malay word Papua, which translates to land of the fuzzy hairs, an endearing reference to the indigenous people's curly hair. Yet, de Menezes was not the only European with a thirst for discovery. The Spanish, led by explorer Íñigo Ortiz de Retes, followed suit. In 1545, Retes sailed along the island's northern coast, captivated by its beauty. He named the island Nueva Guinea, due to the resemblance he perceived between the indigenous people and those he had seen along the Guinea coast of Africa. The Dutch were not far behind, with explorer Willem Janszoon making landfall in 1606. Janszoon was the first to encounter the island's southern coast, marking the beginning of Dutch exploration and eventual claim over the western half of the island. These explorers left a lasting impact on Papua New Guinea, not only through the names they gave, but also through the cultural exchanges and conflicts that ensued. They brought with them their own customs, beliefs, and technologies, forever shaping the course of the island's history. Yet, as the age of discovery drew to a close, the spirit of exploration gave way to a different kind of ambition. The island's resources and strategic location drew the attention of colonial powers, marking the beginning of a new era. As the age of discovery ended, a new era of colonial rule began. The 19th and 20th centuries were times of great change and conflict for Papua New Guinea. As the world was rapidly evolving, so too was this remote Pacific island nation. In the late 19th century, Germany and Britain divided the island into spheres of influence. The north became German New Guinea, the south, British Papua. This marked the beginning of colonial rule, a period that would shape the country in profound ways. The German and British colonists brought with them their own cultures, institutions, and economic systems. They established plantations, extracting natural resources and forever altering the landscape. Yet, amidst this change, the indigenous people of Papua New Guinea maintained their unique cultures and traditions, a testament to their resilience. The dawning of the 20th century brought further upheaval. In 1902, the British transferred their territory to the newly federated Australia, establishing the territory of Papua. This new political entity, though under Australian administration, remained separate from the Australian mainland, its people subject to different laws and regulations. The World Wars of the 20th century had significant impact on Papua New Guinea. During the First World War, Australian forces captured German New Guinea, which later became a League of Nations mandate under Australian control. Then, during the Second World War, the island became a crucial battleground in the Pacific theater. Troops from Australia, the United States, and Japan fought fierce battles on its shores, forever scarring the land and its people. The aftermath of the wars left a profound mark on the country. The death and destruction brought about a renewal of the indigenous people's desire for self-governance. They had seen the horrors of war and the failures of colonial rule, and they yearned for control over their own destiny. As the dust of conflict settled, a new chapter in Papua New Guinea's history was about to begin. The aftermath of war led to a renewed call for freedom. As we shall see in our next scene, these calls did not fall on deaf ears. The road to independence was long and difficult, but the people of Papua New Guinea were determined to tread it. Their story is one of resilience, determination, and an unwavering belief in the power of self-determination. From the ashes of war, a new nation began to form. In the aftermath of the Second World War, Papua New Guinea was a land scarred by conflict, yet it was also a land of hope. The United Nations, recognizing the need for a different approach, transferred the administration of Papua New Guinea to Australia in the late 1940s. This heralded a period of significant change as Australia sought to prepare the territory for self-governance. Australia's administration was not without its challenges. The diverse tribal societies, each with its own unique culture and language, made the task of creating a unified nation a complex endeavor. Yet, the undercurrent of change was undeniable. The indigenous people began to yearn for self-determination, a yearning that gradually evolved into a movement for independence. Throughout the 1950s and 60s, this movement gained momentum. The establishment of the University of Papua New Guinea in the early 1960s was a significant milestone. It became a breeding ground for a new generation of leaders who would play a crucial role in the march towards independence. By the early 1970s, the call for independence had become a roar that could no longer be ignored. Papua New Guinea was granted self-governance in 1973, and just 2 years later, in 1975, it achieved full sovereignty. The road to independence was not an easy one. It was a journey that required resilience, courage, and an unwavering belief in the right to self-determination. The people of Papua New Guinea, through their collective will, overcame the challenges of nation-building. Today, Papua New Guinea stands proud as a sovereign nation, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. It's a country that has managed to blend its rich, ancient traditions with the demands of the modern world. While it continues to face challenges, it also continues to draw strength from its diverse cultures and shared history. Papua New Guinea, an ancient land with a modern narrative. Today, Papua New Guinea stands proud with its rich cultural diversity and beautiful landscapes. A mosaic of indigenous cultures, over 800 languages hum with life across its islands. Each region boasts unique traditions and customs, painting a vibrant tapestry of human experience. Economically, Papua New Guinea is a land of potential. The soil teems with mineral wealth, and the seas brim with bountiful fisheries. Agriculture, too, forms a significant backbone of the economy, with coffee, cocoa, and copra among the leading exports. Yet, the nation faces its share of challenges. from managing the pressures of modernization while preserving its cultural heritage to addressing environmental concerns and improving public services. But with each challenge comes opportunity. Opportunities for growth, for innovation, and for a brighter future. From an unknown island to a vibrant nation, Papua New Guinea truly is a world within a world.